So I'm sure a majority of you, if not all of you, are going to be able to relate to some of these I have to's. I have to study for my finals. Could I get an amen there?
Yeah. Amen.
I have to go to work.
Amen.
I have to take my... I'm going to be preaching here in a second. I have to take my daughter to soccer practice. I have to go to Toastmasters. Oh. And for me, I have to run.
Amen.
Amen. So today what I want to do is I want to take you through changing I have to I want to I get to. Take you there? So I'm going to take you there. First of all, I have to study. Some, give or take 30 years ago, that was me studying, going to school while I was in the Air Force actually, so it took me about 8 years to get that bachelor's degree. But I had to knuckle down. It didn't come easy. But it was cool when the transition went to I wanted to study because I was able to do it with peers that really were able to lean on each other and to help each other. Where someone failed in a certain subject, that another person was able to pick them up. And then to be able to move that from I want to I get to, and be able to see how my daughter is part of something bigger. I'm not an Aggie, but darn it, since my money goes there, then I'm just part of them. So it's something bigger. I just have seen how their traditions, their honor, their integrity, and just the whole Aggie network is huge. And really just with your schools as well, the networks are going to be there tremendously. What was my next one? I have to go to work. Oh my gosh, 28 miles door to door. So it's a little bit longer than a marathon, so that's why I'm kind of discouraged there. But I have to go to work. Just thinking about that drive, thinking about some things that I have to do are just challenging. However, changing that to I want to go to work. It is so awesome to be able to be working in an industry that you really have a passion for and sharing it with other people that have a passion for it, such as Jason. I'm going to be using you as an example the whole time. That's right. That's all that Jason does at his desk is play video games.
I'm the official video game.
And then along with those people that are passionate about their jobs, we have to think about I get to work where others don't have the opportunity to get to work. A few years ago, through my church, I went on a missions trip to New York City to work with the homeless. Oh my gosh, that was such an eye-opening experience for somebody that lives in privileged Frisco. I would have loved to take my teenagers, but to see these people that wanted to work but couldn't work. Yes, they have different challenges that they're going through, but I get to go to work in an air-conditioned building. I get to work with something that I enjoy and that I get to get paid well for to be able to do that, where others don't. Next is I have to go to my daughter's soccer practice. I have to drive them 45 minutes there. I have to wait in the car. I have to do crosswords. Then I have to take them to soccer games and tournaments. Well, I'm just going to jump straight to I get to, because there's my daughter right there in the middle. I wish I could go back in time because I missed those days. You're not going to miss those days until they're gone. So cherish those days when you have them. And just, I think as you go through this process of going from I have to, I want to, I get to, you're going to be more thankful for what you have, the little things, the big things. Next is I have to. Yep, that was me some 30 years ago. Does it look like me? Not this guy right here. This was at an award I received. I'm not sure what the award was. It's probably, they give out a lot of different medals for when you're going through the military. I used to get petrified going up on the stage and receiving an honor, an award. And now I'm here today. But I want to let you know that I was in that place. I would play it over my head. I would say, okay, go up the stage, go up the stairs, go over to the colonel. Okay, shake with the right, take with the left. Okay, back up, salute, and then go back down the stairs. I would play that over in my head over and over and over and over. So that brings me to, what did I need to do? I had to go to Toastmasters or Toast Out. So years ago, I went through Toastmasters before. And it was just a privilege to be able to do that and to grow through it. But I had to. I had to. And to the point until I wanted to. I get to hang out with everybody in this room and get to hang out with this guy here and hear his speeches and his passion and everybody else's passion with the speeches and get to see everybody grow. And I love sharing the passion that I now have for being able to do what I'm doing right now. I get to be in front of you. I get to speak where before I didn't want to walk up on stage. So now it's something that I can do, and I say, I get to go and speak today at Toastmasters. Another picture, and not one that I'm not fond of, right there, that midsection. So I had to find healthier living. This is about 7 years ago, before I ever started running. And it's something that I just said, I've got to do this. I can't keep up with my kids. I just can't hang out with them. And I had to run. And another non-flattering picture, and that's what it looks like when you're not having a great time running. But I had to run. And if I wanted to get stronger, I had to run those hills. Run up, jog down, recover, run back up, recover. So that's about over 4.5 miles. If I wanted to get stronger. If I wanted to run faster, I had to run track. 100s, 200s, 400s, 800s, up to 1600s. But that's what I had to do. To the point where I wanted to do it. This is in Eugene, Oregon. It's my best race that I ever had, where it was most well executed. Everything went right. And at that point, when you just have all that work that you had to do to get to, I wanted to do it, and then taking it one step further, and now I get to run. So it's just an incredible time there. As well, these people get to run. It's crazy when I'm running a race, hearing somebody over next to me having asthma challenges, having breathing issues, and then as well a 92-year-old woman completed a marathon recently, and then amputees running with them. Incredible. I'm going to tell you one last thing. I get to run with these crazy guys. Just great group of people. But my friend over here, Matt Gray, a year ago, he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Matt can't go to work. He can't drive. He really can't go beyond normal things. And it's just heartbreaking to know that I can run and Matt can't. So, I get to study for my finals. I get to go to work. I get to take my daughter to soccer practice. I get to go to Toastmasters, and I get to run. I think if you just take it and look at it from a different perspective, and not of I have to, but I get to, that you're going to be just more thankful and more mindful of the blessings that you have.